Hi, I'm Steve Kahn, President of the Board of Directors.
And I'm Lori Kigner, Board Vice President. In case you missed it, we're asking all friends and members to increase their pledge by 5%.
At least 5%.
At least 5%.
If you and your family are pretty comfortable, newer cars, a vacation now and then, we need an average of $2,500 per family to meet our annual, carefully constructed budget. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck, please know that every pledge makes a difference and is greatly appreciated.
And the special campaign is asking all of us to make an additional pledge and investment in our church equal to 3 times your annual pledge.
At least 3 times.
Exactly.
We know it's a lot to ask, but the strength and mission of our church depends on your generosity.
So, whether you've been a member for decades or just walked in the door, get involved and make an investment in the ongoing work and life of White Bear Unitarian Universalist Church.
I would use that chart that's on the back of the pledge card and just apply the 3rd category. And people will like you better.
I'm not in charge of the pledge drive, but if I were, I'd have a tendency to go to the pulpit one morning and say, we need more money. You're not giving enough. Give more. Thank you.
We come in order to build up brownie points in case there is a God. So Richard comes because he can't stand being home with me for a long time.
Here's the $64,000 question. Why are Unitarians such cheapskates?
So is the camera on?
Yeah.
I'll try that. You can always edit it out. I've been on the pledge committee this year, and I have been asking folks to consider tripling their annual pledge for the special campaign and keeping their annual pledge, and in fact adding 5% to it so we can treat our people right and pay our bills.
Well, everything costs. The church has to run, and it doesn't run on goodwill alone. We really need to support the activities of church with something tangible.
No matter our good intentions, no matter how much time that we can give to ourselves, which is important as well, and that is another valued way of giving, we can't do that work unless we have gas for the car. And that's what donations are, is gas for this lovely church that is a vehicle for doing all kinds of good in the world. And we need that fuel.
Well, I think what makes our church really special is that it is such a vibrant community. And like I said, everyone they actually are change makers and do things in the world. And both of those things, paying down the mortgage and fixing the HVAC system, I think are things that will allow our church to continue to do the work that it does into the future.
It's hearth and home. Think of it as hearth and home. Mm-hmm. We don't want to come in here and be cold. We need a hearth. And if we pay down our mortgage, we'll continue to have a home.
Especially in a capital campaign, you're actually building the church of tomorrow. And that is, you're really trying to establish or secure really that our children or the children of whoever who come here in 10, 15 years find the church here with its doors open and waiting for them. So in a way, it's it's an investment in the future generation and the security of the church.
Well, I'm going to be honest that I have not always been somebody that has given a whole lot more than my fair share. And I've donated to different causes in the world, and I think that one should donate based on how they're moved, because when you offer your money, it's another form of energy, even love, if you will. and you join something very powerful when you do that.
One of the things that we hear back is that they have other important causes, that they have other charitable contributions, and I appreciate that there are countless organizations doing good work. But I ask folks to think about our church being totally dependent on our 750 families. American Heart Association can get donation from millions of people. American Cancer Society, they have a bigger pool. So it's not that our work is the only important work in town, but it's that those other places are leaning on a much larger number of potential contributors.
However, in this past year, between the experiences in Selma and with this community, and then with some very startling losses in my life, this church has become clear to me what it means to me. And so I am wanting to step up. I'm wanting to join that financially in a new way, being aware that it's fine, you know, you don't need to be always the one that contributes, but sometimes there's a moment where you know that this institution, which it has been in my life, is playing a critical and rich role, and it's incumbent on me to respond financially now.